Hi everyone, and welcome to another Mind Loss video with myself, Neil. Today we're going to be looking at some elements to do with anxiety. To kick off our videos for Mental Health Week, I'll be doing one a day, so more than regularly. Now, first of all, I just want to wish everybody all the best and hope that you're staying safe during this lockdown across the UK. And obviously it has a major impact on everyone's mental health, so I hope that you're all coping okay, and obviously these videos hopefully will highlight some things that you may not have realised are impacting your mental health. So today what we're going to be discussing is obviously anxiety, just in real general terms. And what I always say at the beginning of these videos is, first of all, I'm not a health professional. I'm just somebody who has been through very similar experiences to a lot of people that suffer from problems with mental health. And I've learned the hard way that not dealing with it when you can majorly impact your life. Thankfully, I'm through the other side of my anxiety, so I still do suffer with anxiety, but I know how to cope with it in a much better way. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus first of all in this video just on what anxiety actually is, and I've broken that down into three parts. So the first part is to do with symptoms. Now, what are some of the symptoms of anxiety? Well, obviously everybody knows what it feels like to feel anxious and what it's going to feel like most of the time, but there's a lot of underlying things in anxiety that you may not realize. So we'll just go through a few of them first. Okay, so first of all, things like racing thoughts and overthinking, where you can't really concentrate on a lot of different things because your head is full of other thoughts, things that are impacting your life, whether it could be debt, something to do with substance abuse, being alcohol or drugs. It could be family issues. It could just be anything that really gets you down and obviously triggers this anxiety. Now, in very mild cases, it can be a process that it is just these thoughts, and you're able to deal with them. But obviously for some people, it can become too much. Now, with the concentration side of things, obviously that can have an impact. It can mean things like a change in your appetite as well, or that you can't concentrate and therefore you become disassociated with the activities that you're used to doing. So disassociation is a major one that impacted me, and I've seen in other people as well, where when they're suffering from really bad anxiety symptoms, that they stop doing what they're doing, and it has a major impact on them. Along with this, there's some physical attributes with it as well. So things like sweating, having a racing heart rate where you can't control your heartbeat, your breathing can become heavy or irregular. Shaking is another one that I really got as well. If I was having panic attacks, I would shake a lot and be unable to really control what I was doing with my hands or with the rest of my body. And tiredness as well. Tiredness can be one of these physical symptoms that is prevalent when dealing with anxiety. Now, the worst, obviously, physical side to all of that is it can lead from anxiety to having panic attacks. Now, for anybody that's not experienced a panic attack before, I'll speak from my own experience and say that it can be crippling. It really is not a nice thing to experience, and obviously all these physical symptoms go along with that. And if you are having panic attacks, there is ways in which you can deal with that, and we'll cover that in another video. So in terms of obviously the initial symptoms and the physical symptoms that it can lead to, there can also be impacts on that in your day-to-day life. So the three that I've highlighted, which I know have affected other people majorly when they've been suffering from anxiety, is a lack of ability to either complete or hold down a job. Because obviously if you're having these racing thoughts or overthinking a lot, it makes it very hard to complete any tasks. It can affect relationships majorly as well. From my own experience, I've seen that not only myself but with other people, it can really affect family relationships and loved ones' relationships who are very close to you, because you do change as a person when you are suffering from anxiety, and a lot of people don't understand the impact that it has on your day-to-day life. So it can become very difficult and therefore have an impact, and it's a kind of cannonball situation where, because you're unable to do these things and hold down these relationships, obviously makes your thought process worse, and therefore makes your anxiety a lot worse and can lead to worsening situations. The other final thing is enjoyment as well. You know, enjoyment on things. If you're overthinking and you've got something stuck in your mind, especially if you've got major anxiety, can be really impacting on the way that you can enjoy things. For me, it was my rugby and my sailing. I couldn't complete those activities and get enjoyment out of them. I'm thankful to say, because I have dealt with my anxiety in a number of different ways, that I am back to enjoying them, and there is light at the other end of the tunnel to do with that. Now, we're going to go into some of these symptoms, as I said, in another video, and we'll look through how to cope with some of these, what they can necessarily mean, and obviously what advice and help you can get. But what I'd like to do, just to end this video, is just name some of the help services that are available if you feel that you or someone you know is suffering from anxiety, and how to get help with it, especially during obviously lockdown. So first of all, there's Anxiety UK and Bipolar UK. So they deal with anxiety really directly, and if you're suffering from other conditions which signal either bipolar or mood disorders or things like that, Bipolar UK can help there. There's also CAM and Mind, which are mental health charities across the UK, and they deal with everything from obviously mental health to substance abuse to various other things. And there's SAMH as well, which is SAMH, and they are specifically a Scottish-based charity who help with people who have suffered and been through mental health issues or continuing to do so, and helping them get back to normality. Now, any of these services that you want to access, most of them are obviously free. You can get them readily available. There's also the NHS website, just nhs.co.uk, and I've put a link in the description below where you can go and find all of these services. There's many more, and obviously if your mental health is having a major impact, especially anxiety, where you're getting really bad thoughts or you know someone who's going through it, then just dial 101 and you'll be able to get help from medical professionals straight away. And finally, obviously, as we always do in the Mindlocks videos, I want to mention Health and Mind, our chosen charity. So Health and Mind is a charity based in Scotland, specifically in Edinburgh and the eastern area, and they provide mental health services to people across the city of Edinburgh, and helping people with day-to-day activities, as well as fundraising for mental health facilities and for services. Now, obviously, all these charities are going through a really tough time themselves at the moment, but you can still get help from them all. Now, what I've done, as I said, I've stuck all the links in the bio below, so you can go and check them out if you need, read into symptoms and get help with anything else. And all that's left for me to do is obviously wish you the best of luck with the rest of lockdown just now. Stay safe, stay alert, and obviously look after your mental health. Thank you very much.